Hey, what's up? What's up? Peace, peace, blessings, blessings, love, and more love to you all. I am Big Z, the host of the Natural Order podcast, guys, and I just briefly want to talk to you all, my fellas, my brothers, um, about the effects of being fatherless. And so when we look at our community, fellas, without our presence, our women and children are in a state of mass confusion. There's too many single parent households, single mother households, and looking at that, we know the effects of that. That the family structure have broken down. Um, the spiritual guidance within a house is not there. Homosexuality, self hatred, self mutilation of our bodies. We don't understand or what our heritage is. Men and women, we are, instead of getting along, we're competing with each other. Men want to be women want to be men. There's just a whole bunch of malarkey going on, and I don't even know what that means. It just sounds good at the moment, but it's so much going on within our community, and that all starts with the disconnect from the male as the head, as the leader, as the guider, as the spiritual enforcer. Ever since the beginning, God gave us the law and um, guidelines to live by, and because we neglect that, God has neglected us. Okay, God has separated us from Him because of sin. We no longer have that connection that we once had, and so when God left us, there was room to come in the deceiver. Then there was room for us to lose our heritage and to lose our self sense of who we are. Um, and so when the Father is not there, our spiritual Father, which is in heaven, is not there, all those things are a result. And it's no different right now when we are not there, fellas. That that state of confusion that we as a nation was in, our immediate families and our communities are in today. It's because we are no longer set up as the head. We are no longer seen as the leader, as the powerful, as the protector, as the provider. And we absolutely need to get back to that. So I encourage you all, my fellows, my brothers, to understand that our nation needs us, man. Our nation needs us to understand our heritage, so we can take that heritage that we have just now found out and teach that to our sons so that we can keep this going. Guys, there's a kingdom coming, and I know we all want to be part of it. I know we all think we're going to be part of it, but if we don't understand who we are as a people, if we don't understand who we are as a nation, if we don't understand our purpose, fellas, then that nation, that kingdom is going to evade us. That kingdom will have no use for us if we don't understand our spiritual as well as our natural purpose. We will be of no use to God. And if we are of no use to God, then that purpose that we have um, is of no use to our community. So, fellas, I encourage you all, get in your Bible, get in your Bible, get in your Bible. Understand these laws that God needs us to live by. They're just to keep us going and keep us in communion and civil obedience and moral obedience to each other. First thing we need to do: pray, pray, pray. Reestablish that connection with the Most High God, which is your Father. He has the heritage. He wants to teach you that heritage, man. He wants you to understand who you are. All right. Second thing we need to do is withhold ourselves from all these worldly things through fasting. If we can control what we eat, if we can control our sexual appetite, we can control anything. All right, and third thing we need to do, like I said before, read, man. Read a few chapters a day. Read a few chapters of your heritage a day. Start in the Old Testament. You can just read from Genesis straight to Revelation. So, but definitely learn that Old Testament and start to understand what God requires of you. So now, because what God requires of you, your family is going to require that same thing. If God requires you to be a leader, your family is going to require you to be a leader. If God needs you to establish law, your family is going to need you to establish law. So we can get away from this mass confusion that we're in. We can get away from homosexuality and our women absolutely just completely going utterly off the chains with this self mutilation BBLs and changing their hair color every 2 days, and and you can see the self hatred just bubbling up in them, and we have to teach them who they are. Okay, so fellas, I need you all to stay strong. I need you all um, uh, to live by these laws so we can learn to live and love with each other so we can build up our community back. All right, it's time for us to step up, step out on faith, learn our history, learn our heritage so that we can teach it, because if we don't, we have no purpose. If we have no purpose, we are of no use to God. All right, I love you all. Y'all have a good night.